All right, welcome back to episode 16 of Empyrion 12.3, our Let's Play world together. I picked up the rest of that. I grabbed the rest of that steel. I salvaged the rest of that steel over on this side from the Heidelberg. I've left this over here. We can always come back and get it if we need it, but we need to get packed up and get over and get some more engines. So we're going to find that crash capital vessel. We got all of our stuff loaded in here. What I've done is I've created a bunch of sentry guns. I went in my tech tree and I unlocked sentry guns, and now I'm going to start adding these to my my base, my mobile base here. So what I've done is I've knocked this out. So I want sentry guns, 4 sentry guns on the front, because when we get places, we're going to land and do our best to try to operate off the front of this, because I added 2 additional lights up top. I literally just knocked out a block and put lights up there. So we got 2 forward-facing lights, 2 downward-facing lights. We got that light, that little light. I know it looks like a little light, but I'll show you how we can fix that to make it super bright. And the same thing with that over here. So we got some, and it was nighttime when I did it, and it lights up this whole area in front of it really good. So we're going to add our sentry guns to here. And I was thinking the best way to add them so that they'd be responsible. So I'm going to right click on this and I'm going to get the pillbox style retractables. If you notice, there's 2 different types. There's this type with the pivoting head. I'm pretty sure that's going to be able to shoot in a 360-degree angle all in front of you. And this one is going to be able to, let's rotate it so we can see it. Now let's rotate it this way. Now I don't know if that thing can face downwards to attack or if it's just a cosmetic choice, but I want to put the pillbox ones on the front, on the inside here for a reason, because you see it actually sticks in a little bit. So if we're sticking it in a little bit, these are retractable. So if there's ever anything that has a nice tight fit inside of here, I can always retract these. So on the outside ones, we're going to put more on the outside, but we're going to put these types on the outside. And so they can be forward facing, backward facing, and scan around us for anything that comes up and around us. So we're going to be well protected inside of our ship here. We're not doing any painting yet, but as you see, we got our ammo boxes here, and those things use the same rounds that you would use inside of your just like your rifle. It uses standard projectile rifle rounds, and all we have to do is put the rounds in there, and now they will be able to shoot at anything. I took all the other rounds we've been looting, all this heavy stuff, but you see we do have some projectile rifle rounds in here. That's okay. It'll pull from both of them. But if you ever want to reload, you've only got 20 in here and 20 in the other. It'll load those 20 and then load these 20, I think. So that's fine though. But now we've added devices to our ship, so we need to hit the P, go to our devices, auto group our devices, click OK. Now you'll see for turrets we have 4 sentry guns, and they are retractable. So when you go to the main here and you hit your turrets and weapons, it pulls them in. Those will stay out. They're not blocking anything, so that's fine. That was the logic behind putting that there. But we're getting ready to pick up base camp, and I didn't want to move to base camp, the next base camp, which is literally we're just going to do our best to land on top of that CV that's in the water. This way we can place a core down, have a defensible position, a ramp to get in and out, and pick up the motors that are in it. Now I think that crash CV is going to have a large motor, and it takes quite a bit of space, and I think we're just going to keep it in storage. This way, if anything does go wrong where we cannot warp because our 4 medium engines on the back isn't enough thrust, we could always just take that out and strap it right to the back of this somehow, and this way we've got a ton of forward thrust to be able to get to warp speed. But if you look at that, we're going to put a railgun there, so the backside will be more than protected, and we're also going to try to fit a couple little sentry guns back here somewhere. If we have to modify it a little ways, maybe we'll have to take this piece out here and just put a nice big triangle piece in here, and we can mount some sentry guns on the rear end, just to cover us from anything. Or maybe we could find, maybe whichever one of these isn't. Do we have any sentry guns? Let's see. I should have made more. There we go. We got more. Let's see what we got. So it looks like we can put sentry guns here. So what type you want to put here? No. I don't know if we could take that out. I know we can't do that over here because we got our constructor in there. But I don't think we need access to that piece right there. We might take that piece out there and put our sentry gun in there. We'd have to square it all the way up to the top. It wouldn't look too bad, I don't think. But just for temporary use, so we're not completely without. I'm hitting insert and delete over here on our keyboard to change the rotation of this the way I want to change it. Now we're going to change to this axis and spin it. So now we have some rear sentry gun protections back here as well. It's going to get a little more complicated over here because, well, everything is more complicated on this side. There's no squared off points. When we get this bell housing out, we might be able to just put our sentry guns right on the bottom down here like that. Or maybe even mount it right here on the shroud somehow. That'd be a good place for it right there between the motors. Thrusters. Yeah, put a couple of them up there, but for now we got them on there just for some protection. Oh, looky there. Does that work? It's not ideal because you don't get coverage that way, but that's not bad. Yeah. Those will take down a drone. I mean, your ship's going to take damage in the process probably. But if we get that railgun up there, when we nose up to an asteroid to jump out to mine it, if a drone comes up behind us, he's going to get shredded. We just got no protection over here. We may have to do some modifications over here so we get some protections. Maybe even square this block off so we can put one over here. We may have to forego the light, but then we don't have flank protection. But we can deal with that by putting. Well, we're going to have a railgun up here and a weapon over there. So that's going to be good for now because we don't have a better place to put them. We're more than protected. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take this one off. So we're going to hit escape. Go to this. Retrieve block. We got it. So F4. Disconnect. We got to double back and get our water generators that's over there. I got everything else off the ground. Nothing else of importance, but our water generators are over there and we're too far away to link to it. I don't know how heavy they are. We'll try. But this is our personal cargo, so things like our on the ground water 2 generators will go in there. Put our survival tent in there. Let's go see if we can't get our water generators. Maybe get some trees while we're here. Why not? They were empty, so Shift F. That's not too bad. We was able to pick them up. Need to put that ramp on the backside. We are going to get some lights back here. I think it'll be pretty easy with these sloped walls like that. We'll be able to put maybe a light right there. Put a light right there that shines down. Put a light right there that casts straight back, and a light right there that casts straight back. We should give us pretty much light. So let's put this back in here. This probably does need an RCS. It doesn't turn very well, but it does its job. I put this little small constructor here. I don't know why it's still on. Push C, it'll lower you down. Push Y to get off. Make sure you hear that sound or you'll never be able to take off. Let's open this up. Turn this off to save fuel. We're going to get our maiden voyage here in a minute. Open this up. Turn this off, save fuel. We need to get our... Can we make one right now? Let's see. Tech tree. I don't know where that'd be, so let's go digging around for it. Looking for a repair bay. This deconstructor and furnace, you see it's got the red and that little blue. I think that blue is like a POI type thing. I don't know, but you can only use a furnace, and a furnace basically smelts ore really, really fast. And a deconstructor, all your garbage that you just want to put it and break it down, you can break it down. So there's a clone chamber, medical device. We don't need a clone chamber because we got the medical device. Oh, we do before we do anything else. Oh, armor locker, repair station, power coil. So devices. Yep. Zirconium alloy. We cannot make one. We will soon. Oh, let's get our pentaxid rolling. So I don't know how much it'll take here, but we're not going to be making any ammunition that requires the use of pentaxid, but I'd still like to keep some pentaxid raw. So 1 in, 2 out. So let's make 20, 30, 40, 50. Turn this back on. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So we can fill our pentaxid tank. Let's look at our systems here. Where's our O2 at? Is there O2 in here? F4. We're going to need more water. That's not enough water. Portable heater, that doesn't go in here. Portable structure, that doesn't go in here. I think I also have one sitting in here as well. That should go up here. Yep, that'll go up here. I'm just trying to spread take the weight, take all the volume out of this thing, out of this as much as possible. Some of this stuff is just so heavy, like these medical devices, these steel blocks. But you'll see, we're still only 37,000. We'll see how she performs when we get her up there. We're going to need more wood. We get over there, we'll have plenty of time to get wood. And besides, we're just going to make a quick trip out and a quick trip right back and try to avoid all the bad guys. But we are going to want to put some guns on the top. Put our wood in there. While we're sitting here, let's... Oh, that goes... I can't. That stuff will go up here too. Is that really that heavy? Yeah, that is really that heavy. We might have a problem because of where it's sitting. So I use a 3x4x2. Is that right? Is that right? Yeah, that's good enough. Now we got to ramp out the back. We need to connect these ramps to a switch. And these doors, the doors and the big doors and the ramps to a switch. All right, what do we got? All right, so let's go to our Pentax tank, manage, and see what we get here. %. So we go to 124 light years, and the furthest we can travel in one shot is 30. So worst case scenario, we'll fly to a system that has, and we'll look for Pentax first thing. This way we aren't trapped here. Yeah, we're going to get that worked out. I moved everything up here, you see. I put it all up here. Took it off of there. I was going to put sentry guns in here to protect in here. But outside the door, I think, is better. Yeah. We are protected. Close our doors. And I think for... Go check on our maters. Ooh, they're looking good. I think for our doors, what we're going to do is just attach them to these. How it's got turrets, thrusters, landing ramps, and hangar doors. Yep. So what we're going to do is click on P, devices, auto group everything. Then click on P. So this lever, right? And we're going to put it, what is this one? This one is hangar doors. P. I'm not the best at this, but we're just going to do one of these really quick. And landing ramps too. Hangar doors. Now we're going to go to signal logic, and we are going to find our hangar doors. Warp turret spotlight, retractable landing gears, ramp passenger seat, ventilator, medic light, hangar shutter doors, hangar door, and we are going to it's already attached to it. Is that right? The hangar is already attached to it, so oh, it worked. Go to V, V, Alt, see what we got. So our hangar door did open down there, you see it? So let's hit F to get out of here. Go over to this. Green means up, means I think we can toggle that backwards. So green means open. But you see, we got our hangar doors put on a switch. We'll do the same thing to the ramps. But I don't like the fact that it's... I don't like the fact that it's green. I think that should mean open. Or green can mean go, I guess. Yeah, and this should be landing ramps. Yeah, let's do that. So P, landing ramps. Good, good, good. Nothing happened, so let's go here because we got all new landing ramps. There's shutter door there. Signal logic. Landing ramps. Follow. Shutter door. Landing ramps. Follow. Is that really it? Here, shutter doors. Could have swore there was, oh, ramps here. There's more. Ramps, landing ramps. That looks like it's already on it. Oh. Landing ramps. Landing ramps. This inverts it. So if you flick the switch and it does the opposite of what you want to do, you click this. So let's see what that does. Okay. It's in. Come on. It's going to put it out, isn't it? It did. It put it out. They can't do opposite. I should have closed it. Yeah. I don't think the doors need to be inverted. I think the... Oh, come on. I think it would because I inverted the doors. We need to uninvert these things. Now you can put a motion sensor up that does this. So when I flick this both up, everything should close in. And it did. All right. So let's scan. Open this thing up. See how she flies. I'm going to find our crash capital vessel over here in the water. Right click on it, click waypoint. I'm going to remove on approach and show on HUD. P, because our thrusters are off. Turn all our lights on. We got to be careful with our lights because we have it. There we go. She's going up much faster now. She's damn near doing its max speed at 60. And we're a long way from where we started, guys. I just put myself in third person, V to go in third person, hit Alt to go into free look. All my ramps are up. I got lights, man. That's bright too. I considered on the back side of this where we got 3 mounting points on the top where we could put weapons and stuff. And I thought about flattening out that backside to put a landing pad on it. This way we have a place to put our ship. But then I'd have to make some way to get in other than just to fall down that thing. But it might be doable. Yeah, there's the new blocks we put on. You can see it's missing the lights and stuff. Well, we may texture that so it looks cool. But I don't know. I kind of like the whole we just salvaged it all look. It's a lot of work to do to a ship, but it's content, I suppose. And we're mobile with our base. I like it. I'm glad they did that so that we could use this. Don't yell at me. You're the one sliding off. I got a sick kitten I'm nursing back to health. Alright. Let's get out of third person look. Start bringing her down. You can see we're 190, 180. I took off autopilot off. We're 35 feet. Now I'm going to go back into free look. I'm hitting Alt. So I could have swore there was some of this vessel was on the surface. It's really hard to tell your distance from the surface. Yeah, we're gonna have to leave her floating. Let's see how she looks in the water. I hate that. Yeah, we're gonna fix that. We're gonna put some glass. I don't know. My mouse is just. I'm pushing C to make me go down. Are we underwater here? I think we are. We flooded our cargo bay, guys. It's definitely cool. Let's see if we can't go to bed. If we can't go to bed now, it's bugged out beyond belief. I'm having a hard time looking and seeing and stuff. Oh, come on. Use a trackball. No, that's not the trackball making this. This is choppy for being choppy. V, Alt, look around. See, we need some downward facing lights. So I can see what we're doing here. We're going to have to frame that out so that I don't keep falling off of that. It's really cool looking, but it's kind of a silly idea. How far off the water are we? Oh, nice. We are perfect. All right, let's F4, see if we can't find us a core. Where would we be? You know what? I think the cores are still in. No. Yes, there they are. It's F5. Maybe there's a core still in it. I don't know. There's only one way to find out. Oh, come on. Try to put the core down on it. It'll let us put a core. Oh, look, it'll let us put a core right on it. So now we are here. Let's see if we can P to this. Crash capital vessel. Go to our devices. There's no fuel tank, O2 tank, or generator, but there is. Look at those thrusters, man. There's 5 small up, 3 medium left, 3 medium, and a large thruster for the rear. There she is. Right, look at all these thrusters. Those things are going to be heavy. So there is a large thruster. So let's go get her. Let's make sure we're connected to the right one for Wi-Fi, though. No, we are not, see? Go to the Exodus. Go to our Large storage, connect to Wi-Fi, hit escape twice, hit this so that we're back in our inventory. And we could do the same thing before. Let's see what we got. There's thruster here. That's a thruster. That's a medium. Let's retrieve it. Yeah, that's what we're afraid of. Where's that big old thruster at? So we're gonna hit P. Find that large thruster. And we're going to show on HUD where it's at. Back here. Okay, so this is the rear. Look at there. Look at that monster. And I'm hungry again, you see it? Look at all these thrusters here. Thruster. We got a big thruster here. Thruster here. What's this made out of? Steel blocks. About at the edge of what this thing will take. Yeah, if I take this off, this is going to fall. Nope, it didn't. Another thruster. I did that time. It's alright, I hit F and picked it up. Is there any landing gear on this thing? I'd like to have a couple extra landing gear. Let's find out. P. Ungroup core, control station, cargo box, 1 RCS, O2 station. Equipment. No. Ungrouped. No. Let's group everything back up. So we've still got 3 up thrusters. Let's show on HUD. Here we go. Here we go. There's one there. P. Show on HUD. Really? Is that a thruster? That is a thruster. That's a thruster. Thruster. P. What we got for motors? 1. Show on HUD. Where are you at? Surface. P. Yeah. That's not it. Oh, here we are. How we doing on space? These things are heavy. Look at there, man. We really filled it up. Look at there. 19 medium thrusters. We'll be good. And we'll put these things down and break them when we're done with them. There's another thruster. And if we're lucky, we'll be able to get some good stuff out of it. I would like to use that large thruster if we could find a way. Not for nothing, it's just cool. What do we got for thrusters? 2 more. Show on HUD. Thruster here. The other one's got to be close. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit escape. We're going to hit quit, and we're going to load back into the game. We're going to resume game, and we're going to load this game. And all those things that we put on there, because whenever you put show on HUD and you take the device off, it should disappear, but it's not. It glitched. But so watch. We're going to F4. Yeah, we're gonna have to eat real quick. Get back to our thing. Oh, F5. Now look. See, they're all gone now. So we'll hit P. Go to the devices here, and we're gonna go find this last motor. We just show on HUD, and there she is. She's supposed to be right in there somewhere. There she is. All right. And let's make sure there's nothing else here we want. Equipment. What's in the equipment? Bed, control station, tower, flare, lights, O2 station, RCS. We might pick up that RCS. Why not? Because we've only got 3. Make an even number. We may leave our generators inside and put those RCS on the outside and leave them right where they were. But we'll have to upgrade our CPU. But once we warp and we're able to get stuff, we're good. And I wish this would have had some landing gear on it. All right. We got what we came here for. All right, so it's F5, F4. Let's go get us some food. And we have the final pieces to put our new toy back together, guys. Oh, come on. Food. I know you're in here. Did I eat it all? There's 19 steak. Let's make us some steak. Now imagine we've got food on slow. And you guys, I'm not out doing a lot of stuff when I'm off cam. I'm literally just doing housekeeping stuff off cam. And it's not a lot. And you see how constantly hungry I am. And we've got it set to the slowest. So I would forgive you guys for just turning hunger off. It is absolutely ridiculous. And then you could just use farm for like medicine and stuff like that. It's a lot to deal with at first when you're trying to play and explore things. It's a constant run back and forth. So I would get it. Most people would too. Now, a lot of this game is meant for multiplayer stuff. And I imagine it'd get really cool. I don't think I'm good enough to do multiplayer yet. Because it'd break my heart too much to do something like this to a ship. And then just have someone destroy it. You know, it would break my heart. So we're going to hit P, make sure we don't have anything not grouped. We are going to get around to finishing off like what we did here, but we're going to make sure everything is right so we can jump out of our seat, come over here, put our landing ramps down, open our hangar doors, power on or off our turrets as we see fit. Like when we're on the ground, we really only need sentry guns, and maybe a front and rear rail gun to save power, and then to turn this off, to turn thrusters off, and I don't know, maybe even have like a low power mode, because when you're in space just flying around, you don't need all your lift thrusters on. You don't need inside the planet. You're going to need more because of gravity. So when you're out mining and stuff, if fuel's a really big issue, but then again, you just get one big promethium deposit, and you're pretty much set for life for fuel. But that's a lot of weight on a ship that we've only got 200,000. But when we upgrade our CPU, let's look what we got here, because we didn't since we added those sentry guns. We're at 357,000, so we're about 130,000 away. When we add those other big guns up top, we're going to keep checking it again to see where we are. But when we finally do upgrade the CPU to this. There's no reason why this entire floor, with the exception of our landing gears, but then we can take our landing gear out and just stick them right on the bottom. Instead of having this type of landing gear, more of a docking pad type thing. But if we're going to be sticking guns on the bottom, we need the higher lift ones anyway. No harm, no foul with our ramps. But there's no reason why we can't make this entire floor a cargo extension bay like we did up there. Or maybe even two of them. So we could turn this stuff up here into our ingot storage for 200,000. Because once it's manufactured, it's not really heavy, but this can be our ingot storage up here, and then we could put like a constructor in on this side, so one 320,000 storage here and one 320,000 storage there, and maybe even pull these ammo boxes off our floor, and then sort of put our ammo box around our repair bay here, and even get a repair bay in here for a small SV like this, and hope it doesn't glitch out and say there's stuff in the way. Oh wow, this is open too. When we put those ramps down, it opens those too. You see it? That's really cool. I like it. We're doing good, guys. All right, so now we need to find another temporary home. We'll probably go because let's see where we are with our level. We're at level 13. So we'll probably go find that abandoned reactor and park this thing somewhat close to it, so that we can run over and get in that abandoned reactor as we need to get some levels and maybe find the restroom we're after all. All right, guys. I'll see you next episode where we find a new base camp and we start to fix the outside, where I show you how to start, building and placing blocks and help match them and do the shapes and stuff like that. So thanks for watching. I will see you next episode.
They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay